So essentially then the whole process is summarized in a way that the diet is truly a diet of self-love and self-nurturing. And this is what this poster says is really, you stir up and savor nurturing thoughts and actions for yourself. So you be gentle, be kind, and be compassionate to yourself. So that's the new diet that the whole process is about. But how do you do that practically? I don't know if as you're aware that being an adult human being sometimes is really challenging. Mm-hmm. It's not as easy as it's made up to be. So sometimes we have strong emotional reactions to the kind of things that happen. We get stressed out, we get fearful or anxious. Life is hard. We see tragedies around us. And so when you notice that your emotions are really getting off track, a key skill is to be able to respond with great gentleness and tenderness to yourself. And so very much as this poster shows, when as a mother would towards her very own loved child, respond with gentleness, and you pay attention when the child cries and ask, "Dear one, wow, I hear you're in pain. I'm here for you. I really hear this is a difficult time. Let's talk about it." So you really embrace your pain and confusion as a truly loving mother would for her own child. Right. But how do you do that?
Yeah.
That for me was very difficult because, as I said, my negative self-put-down voice would come out and I would be disrespectful. So it took a lot of learning for me, and in this next poster, she talks about how to develop your own nurturing, loving, unconditionally friendly voice for yourself. And so when you see yourself off track, you say, "Oh, dear one, you know, I really, really love you. I hear this is really hard for you. Can you tell me about it? I won't rush you. I hear you're in pain. I really, really love you. And help me know whatever it is that you need. And I want to be here for you." Just as you would a very dear and loving friend, right? We know how to do this for other folks. We have that down.
Right.
But tune that same loving, compassionate voice and that presence in for ourselves. I think that is a key skill that many times we don't learn. And so the playbook on my website share exactly how to do that. Because for me, that was one of the most difficult skills to learn, the compassion piece. After you've tuned inside and you find out, well, sweetheart, wow, I can see we're a teeny bit off track. What is it we need? So through your daily personal check-in, you check in to see. For a lot of diets, they just focus on food and physical activity, right? But what we realize is our life is an ecosystem. And if you want to have holistic well-being, and I call this frisky living, body, mind, and spiritual health, you really focus on your life as a sacred whole. And look at that it requires a whole series of interconnected, essential self-care nutrients to make it work well. Of course, one of them is physical self-care, so delicious, healthy foods, regular physical activity, but also taking time, vitamins and minerals, healthy sleep, hugs, all those kind of things that keep us frisky and healthy. Right on. Another key, too, is spiritual self-care. So really tuning in each day, and first of all, being mindful. If you can, don't judge yourself, but just be aware and notice what goes on in your life and how do your body and emotions respond to the choices you make. Many people find that a spiritual support group is essential. Meditation, daily prayer, those kind of things are really helpful. I found that in my own life as well, too. So that's an essential key nutrient. Another area is, of course, people support. We don't do anything alone. Even in the taping, the preparation of this TV show today took a lot of work of many different people. But that one of the keys, though, is to develop an unconditional friendship with yourself, and also to have nurturing relationships with friends and family. But also in today's modern world, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, emails, whatever it is, connect up with other folks. Even also having a loving counselor or a friend you can go to for exploration is important. So people support is another key nutrient. Also connected with that as well is mental, emotional self-care. For me, that was another one of those key, very difficult areas. Focusing on that which is wonderful in our life. Asking ourselves, what's not wrong today? What blessings do I enjoy? And notice them. But we all get distorted thinking occasionally, and so you be aware of your thoughts and go for appropriate support. So counseling, lifestyle coach, those kind of things in my life was invaluable for my journey. So that's another key skill, mental, emotional self-care. But how do you balance then all of these nutrients since life is so dynamic? Well, you have lifestyle structure. Many overweight people don't have much structure in their life. It's very chaotic. So having flexible structure allows you to eat regular meals and snacks, take time for self-nurturing, balance in your life, healthy eating, all of these pieces then begin to fall in place as you set goals, and that's where you become your own personal lifestyle coach. So these are the key nutrients that include food, but are far more than that, because our life is a connected, sacred whole, not isolated. How do you do this, though? For most of us, we don't have all these skills already noticed. So the key, of course, is to start where you are, right? Because you can't be anywhere else, so start there, right where you are. And you invest in yourself and you invent a new life. So what this shows, this is a really fun one. I love Carol's drawing of this, because you become part of the research and development department of your own life. You reinvent yourself and you brew up a pot of new life, which is kind of fun. Go ahead, let your dreams go wild. Yeehaw! Do whatever you would like. Put all the energy in to make your life yours. And you set your intention. I stretch myself to my highest levels of health and well-being. I stretch myself to my greatest possibilities. And that's what you do. You really let your life blossom. So you reinvent yourself as you brew up that pot of new life. It's so much fun, and these are wonderful. As you continue with this journey and practice these skills, essentially you unlock your potential and you say yes to your very wild and precious life. And through this process, you know you have within you all the answers to the challenges you face. Become your own personal lifestyle trainer through this process. Tune in to your own inner self for answers. And as you practice this skill over time, you develop profound wisdom. And step by step, you become healthier from the inside out. It truly is all based on the principle of what you plant is what you get. Your moment-by-moment choices shape your life. The cool part is nothing is permanent. If you're off track and in a muck, no problem. Just plant new seeds and get your garden growing, girl. And the idea is to plant your garden with seeds of well-being, and over time, you reap your harvest of health and friskiness. Pretty cool, huh? I need reminders, and I'll be honest, I need to look over all the stuff on my website and in my book periodically, because I forget. I'm not holy hot stuff, you know. I have to actually practice all these things. And in fact, one of the most important things I ever learned how to do was to love and
There's
hug me.
nothing wrong with hugging yourself.
No. It may look kind of weird, but I used to, in my deep woundedness, beat my own self over my head and wish me dead. I was cruel and mean to me. I would never treat anybody else in the whole world as disrespectfully as I've treated myself. So compassion, I think, is one of the keys that will allow our journey to unfold. Because I tried the beat the heck out of myself approach to change, and it just paralyzed me. It did not help me change.